Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a classic DIY challenge, finding those elusive wall studs, whether you're hanging a heavy mirror, a TV, or some new shelves. Finding a stud is absolutely crucial for a secure installation. I'm going to show you 3 reliable methods to get it done right, from high-tech to no-tech. So, let's get started. First up, the most popular and arguably the easiest method, using an electronic stud finder. These gadgets are lifesavers. There are a few different types, but they all work on a similar principle. You turn it on, calibrate it against the wall by holding the button down until it beeps or the light goes off, and then you just slide it horizontally across the surface. As you approach a stud, the lights will start to illuminate and it'll beep. When you're right over the center of the stud, it'll give you a clear signal. Now, a pro tip, don't just trust the first beep. Once you find what you think is a stud, mark it with a pencil. Then, keep sliding the finder another few inches past it. The signal should fade. Then, go back the other way. You want to find both edges of the stud. This helps you confirm you've found a solid piece of wood and not just a pipe or some other obstruction. Mark both edges, and the center is right between those marks. That's your sweet spot for drilling. Most studs are 1.5 inches wide, so this 2-mark method is super reliable. Alright, method number 2 is for when you don't have a fancy gadget. This one relies on a simple, powerful tool, a strong magnet. You can use a small neodymium magnet, sometimes called a rare earth magnet. You can find them at any hardware or craft store. So, what are we looking for? We're looking for the metal fasteners, the screws or nails that hold the drywall to the studs. To use this method, you can tie a piece of string to the magnet and let it dangle against the wall, or just slide the magnet itself slowly across the wall's surface. As you move it, you'll feel a slight pull when the magnet passes over a metal screw head. It's a subtle feeling, so you need to go slow and pay attention. Once you feel that pull, you've found a fastener, which means you've found a stud. Leave the magnet right there on the wall. Now, here's the key. Studs are almost always spaced 16 inches apart on center, though sometimes it can be 24 inches. Once you find that first screw with your magnet, get out your tape measure. Measure 16 inches to the left or right, and start searching in that area with your magnet again. You should find another screw and another stud. You can confirm this by checking vertically as well. Drywall screws are typically placed every 12 to 16 inches up and down a single stud. So if you find one, you should be able to find more directly above and below it. It takes a bit more patience than an electronic finder, but it's surprisingly effective and costs next to nothing. Okay, on to our third and final method, the old school tap test. This one requires no tools at all, just your knuckles and a good ear. It's the least precise method, but it's great for getting a general idea of where studs might be, or if you're in a real pinch. The idea is simple. The wall will sound different when you knock on it in different places. Start by tapping gently along the wall with your knuckle. Listen closely. When you're tapping on a hollow section between studs, you'll hear a low, resonant, hollow sound. It's an open echo. As you move along the wall and your tapping gets closer to a stud, the sound will change. It will become sharper, higher pitched, and more solid. That dull thud tells you that you're knocking on a section of wall that is backed by solid wood. Once you hear that solid sound, you've likely found a stud. You can then try to pinpoint its center. Like with the magnet method, you can use the 16-inch rule. Once you find one solid spot, measure 16 inches over and tap again. You should hear that same solid thud. While this method isn't as precise for finding the exact center, it is a fantastic skill to develop, and it works surprisingly well once you train your ear for it. It's perfect for a quick check before you grab your other tools. So there you have it, 3 great ways to find a wall stud. You can use the high-tech electronic stud finder for speed and precision, a simple magnet to hunt for metal fasteners, or just your own knuckles with the classic tap test. No matter which method you choose, always double-check your work before drilling into the wall. It's always better to measure twice and drill once. I hope this tutorial was helpful for your next DIY project. If you learned something new today, do me a huge favor and hit that like button down below. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to see more home improvement tips and tricks, Make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.